gentlemen, it is Saturday night, and you know what that means. We have got live women's volleyball action coming up for you here at Rally Point in South Calgary in just a moment's time between the visiting Keyano College Huskies and your SAIT Trojans. Trojans coming into this one with a record of 2-2, currently sitting 5th place in the South Division, coming off of a brutal loss last night at the hands of the Lakewood Rustlers in straight sets, while the visiting Huskies making the trip all the way down from Fort McMurray here with a big win last night, defeating the Olds Broncos in straight sets to improve to 3-2 on the season. They're currently sit 4th place in the North Division, looking to build off of that and continue to stay in a playoff spot. Got a couple little substitutions happening here as we get ready to go. It's going to be number 4, Taryn Corkery, getting things going for the Trojans with the serve. It's sent out wide. Nice save there from Corkery. Good recovery by Falcone. They just got to throw it over. Good rally to start this one here. More good defenses aren't able to keep that one alive. Come the other way, and it's Coulter. Good scramble defense here from the Huskies. Great first point here. Ferguson denied at the net, and the first point goes the way of the visitors. 1-0 Huskies early. A great rally to start this one here between these two teams who are looking to build some momentum and really push towards that playoff spot that they both desperately want. For the Huskies, going 2-0, going 2-0 in this big road trip down south would be massive for them, but that's not going to help us. That one goes straight into the netting from Pointe. It's going to level this one up at 1 here early on. It's going to be Sophia Ferguson now with the serve for the Trojans. Stokes doing a good job to dig for it. And that kill attempt is sent well long by Tennille Neufeld. Trojans pick up 2 in a row here and take an early advantage. Neufeld, a player to watch for the Huskies. 41 kills, 36 digs, and 5 blocks. She has been a key figure for this team. That ball set up for Coulter. Takes a deflection off the netting and just wide. Leveling this one up at 2. Bartol now going to check in to receive the serve here for the Trojans. It is going to be Neufeld to serve. Falcone going to go behind her back for Arnott. They let it go, and it's the right call as it sails long to put the Huskies back up by 1 as these teams trading points here early on in the opening set. Neufeld again, another good serve. Falcone just throws it over. Controlled nicely, though, by the Huskies. Good recovery play there by Arnott. She's got to throw it over. Free ball opportunity. Out wide. And a little unsure about what happened there as the whistle blew partway through the point. And it looks like we're going to replay this one after what was a good rally by both teams. A little bit of confusion, and we're going to do this one all over again. Coulter doing a good job to get down low for that one. Falcone goes behind her back for Arnott. Easily controlled, though, by the Huskies. They come back the other way, but they're going to have to just throw it over for a free ball. Falcone goes near side. Coulter denied by the net. Second chance by Peebles. Kept alive again. Good defense here by both teams as that one's denied. What a rally we've got going on once again. Coulter, second chance as she fires it for the put away to tie this one up at 3. Grace Coulter's 34th kill of the season now, leading the Trojans. Falcone's serve goes long as 2 Husky players thought about it but decided to let it go at the last second. And that was the right decision as it sails long. Another service error and another Huskies lead, 4-3 here in the opening set. Falcone gonna go down the middle for Peebles, off of the face of Neufeld. She's gonna be all right, but that is gonna be a .4 SAIT. Haverstock back into the match now for the Trojans. Coulter going for the big power serve, and it goes straight into the net, giving that point straight back. Some early back and forth from both teams here. Megan Poland now to take the serve. Gets that one in, Bartol controls. Falcone goes behind the back. Arnett just got to throw it over as she missed that set. And a great put away there by number 12, Amber Francis. Going big off the body of Bartol. He's not able to control it. The Huskies get the first 2-point lead here of the match. That serve nicely done as it comes right back over the Huskies side, but going for the cheeky little finish was Maxwell, but she throws it into the net. And the point is in favor of the Trojans, who get back within one. Now it's gonna be Peebles on serve, takes it from way back, and never had a chance as she misfires that one well wide. The Huskies bench loving that as they now regain that 2-point advantage. Now Kaminsky, the second-year student from Regina, Saskatchewan, my hometown. Go it wide. Corkery, great job there to keep that one alive by the Huskies, but it's denied at the net. Second chance. Neufeld again, off of the hand of Bartol, and she's gonna get the point and extend the Huskies' lead to 3. Kaminsky herself having a great season with 34 kills and 31 digs to go along with 6 service aces. And a great dig there by Kaminsky. Set up for Neufeld, who goes with the tip and gets the score. Increasing the lead to 4, and the crowd here loves it as we have the Keyano Huskies men's team right below me, really bringing the energy. They go through the middle, and finding the back quarter is Ferguson, and that's a big point for the Trojans, cutting the lead to 3. And Sophia Ferguson continues her strong rookie season, coming in this one with 7 blocks, 7 aces, and 22 kills. The big 6-footer in the middle, doing a great job. Neufeld had to get way down low for that one. They're denied at the net, but they get a second chance. Stokes just has to throw it over. Free ball now. Falcone goes near side, and it's fired home by Taryn Corkery. A huge kill and point for the Trojans, cutting that lead to 2. Gonna go through the middle for Kaminsky, and she's able to paint the line. And some great offense, getting some love from the men's side from Keyano again, who coming in here with a lot of energy. Both Keyano teams coming away with big wins last night in Olds against the Broncos. Well, both Trojans teams fell to Lakeland last night here at Rally Point, as that serve is gonna sail well long, giving a point back to the Trojans, cutting the lead to 2 once again. And for this Trojan squad, just important for them to just stay close and try to pick away at the lead when they can. Neufeld thought she got the point, but what a diving save by Coulter. But then on the second attempt, they get it as it goes off the hands. But you love the effort there from the Trojans defense on that play. Grace Coulter absolutely laying out the body, able to get her hand just underneath that ball to keep it alive. But the point still goes the way of Keyano, and back up to a 3-point lead. They go near side to Coulter, and she's denied at the net. Rebecca Maxwell with the huge defensive effort and the stuff. This Keyano team 4th in the ACAC in blocks right now, and they are showing that they are doing a great job. They get their sides crossed up a little bit there. They have to just throw it over for a free ball, but completely missing on that one was Ferguson, as the set seemed to go a little bit too far behind her body. She had to adjust and could not get it over the net. And the Trojans find themselves down 5 here now, 13-8 in the opening set. Falcone goes far side. Great job by Stokes there to deny that one. But a little bit of confusion as the set was sent too close to the net, and Pointe unable to get underneath it. And that is a point for the Trojans. And the Huskies men's team trying to psych out Ferguson there, with giving her a little bit of heckling here from the sidelines. And a great finish by Neufeld, picking up where she's left off all season. The 5th-year student from Portage La Prairie, Manitoba, having a fantastic season for the Huskies. Falcone goes through the middle. Peebles sends it wide. No Huskies get their hands on that one, and that is another point for Keyano, who now extend their lead up to 6, 15-9. Falcone goes back. Arnott just misses wide once again. The lead is now up to 7, and Coach Lamont has to call timeout for SAIT. If they want to try to get back into this opening set, they're going to need to make some serious adjustments, as they are once again finding themselves with a lot more questions than answers here at Rally Point. SAIT really needs to pick up their defensive play in this one. If they want to get back into a potential playoff position this season, they need to really pick things up on the defensive end. They are dead last in the league by a fair margin in digs and digs per set, with only 122 digs on the season, which is about 60 less than the next lowest team on the list, and only 8.13 per set as well. Not doing great, with only 17 blocks to go along with that. So you can tell that the Trojans really struggling on defense and making things a little bit too easy at times for their opponents to get those points. But we'll see what kind of adjustments they make here coming out of the timeout, as it is going to be Neufeld once again on serve, getting us going. Trojans down 7, look to get back into this set. Falcone goes wide. Great dig there by Maxwell, and more good defense from the Huskies in this opening set. Corkery, just a bad angle there for the Trojans. And she was a little bit behind her, and she sails that one long, extending the Huskies' lead, and now up to 8. Falcone goes to Coulter, off the hands. More good defense from Keyano. Second chance now for the Trojans. Corkery goes off speed, finds it right on the tee and gets the point. And it's a desperate one for SAIT, who are just looking for anything positive right now to get themselves back into this opening set. Potentially still feeling the negative effects of that big loss to the 7-0 Lakeland Rustlers. And a big denial at the net there by Coulter. making it 2 in a row for SAIT. We've now cut the lead to 6. Another good serve by Falcone. Neufeld gets a nice little helpful roll off the net right up into the face of Haberstock, who's unable to keep that one alive. And the Huskies snatch the momentum straight back. Falcone goes near side. Arnott able to get it off the hands. A good attempt there from the defense. That was Francis getting her hand on it, but it deflects off her hand and goes wide for a Trojans point, cutting the lead to 18-12. As they are desperate to try and get back into this opening set. Coulter with a very nice serve, but nicely controlled by Neufeld the other way, but a denial at the net by Leanne Arnott, cutting the lead to 5 here in the opening set, as the Trojans starting to pick up their play here a little bit. Coulter looking for another nice serve. She sails it wide once again. That extends the lead back up to 6. 19-13 here for Keyano. Megan Poland now to serve for the Huskies. Goes off speed. Coulter was not able to locate that one, and it falls straight to the ground for the ace. This time Coulter able to get underneath it. They go backwards for Arnott. And now Neufeld through the middle, able to paint it down the sideline. What a finish by the 5th-year player. Huskies 4 points from the set. Just as the Trojans thought they were maybe building up some confidence, it's taken right back and denied at the net. Now second chance, a meeting in the middle. And the point is going to go the way of Keyano. And Coach Lamont gonna take timeout again, but not before having some words with the second official. I think she just wants a little more clarity here from the chair umpire, who at times I would say has seemed a little bit indecisive. But either way, the Trojans find themselves in a similar spot to where they were last night, and that is down by a substantial margin to a North Division opponent once again. And for the Trojans, falling to 2-3 on the season, if that happens, will be very, very troubling for them, as the playoff race in the South Division is going to be very tight, and every match is going to matter going forward, and they cannot afford to lose 2 in a row like this. For the Huskies, they're feeling very good after that big win last night against the Olds Broncos, winning in straight sets. Poland gets things going once again. Falcone goes back. Arnott goes off speed. And it goes off the top of the netting, and that is going to be a point for SAIT, who now find themselves in a do-or-die moment, down 22-14, as Taryn Hope enters the match now for the Huskies, the first-year player from Kelowna, BC. Emily Inglis also now in the matchup for the Trojans to serve. Nice denial at the net there by Ferguson. Second chance. Good dig by Coulter. Corkery denied at the net, but it goes out, and it's going to be a Trojans point. As hopefully for this SAIT team, Inglis on serve is able to ignite a spark and get them back into this opening set. But a nice throw there and a good dive by Coulter. And that one's sent home by Arnott and the Trojans. Get their third straight point, cutting the lead now to 6. Still a long, long mountain to climb for this Trojans team, but they are cutting into this lead. Kaminsky now denied at the net, and it's Leanne Arnott once again. And the lead has now been trimmed to 5 as the defense starting to pick up for SAIT. Inglis with another good serve, but it is called just long. It appeared to as if it had maybe clipped the back line, but just a few inches long. A little bit of that momentum taken away from SAIT. It's Keyano now 2 points away from the set. But Ferguson easily puts that one away off of a very nicely set up point by the Trojans. Falcone laying it right beside her down the middle. And Ferguson able to get up high and send it down strong. Arnott now gets that serve up. Gonna go to Neufeld, but that's gonna be a double touch there from the Huskies. I believe that was number 7, Rebecca Maxwell, with the double touch. Trojans now trim that lead to 4. The set is not over yet, but they are running out of time. Again, Keyano just 2 points away from the set. Stokes controls. They send it out wide. Neufeld, good dig by Coulter. Corkery now, she's able to put it home, and don't look now, but here come the SAIT Trojans. Coach Nickel gotta call a timeout to try and take some of this momentum away from the Trojans, who all of a sudden have now won 7 of the last 8 points and trimmed the lead from 9 down to 3. And looked like a completely different team from the one that started this match. And now it's the Huskies looking for answers right now. And at 23-20 for the Huskies, you gotta feel that if they were to find a way to not win this opening set, this would be a huge backbreaker for them. Well, for the Trojans, I feel like win or lose this set, they're gonna come into the second feeling very confident with how they've played down the stretch here. Playing with a lot more confidence that they did not have early on. And it has started on the defensive end with the brilliant digging ability of Grace Coulter and the net presence of Arnott and Ferguson. Speaking of Leanne Arnott, she has the serve here. It is controlled, sent out to Neufeld, out wide, off of the hands of Haberstock, and that's a big, big point for Keyano, who now find themselves on set point, up 24-20. Gonna have 2 changes here for the Trojans, as Grace Florence and Jordan Wallace, the 2 first years from Pointe High School of last season, now gonna enter the match as they try to keep this first set alive. They're gonna have to take 4 set points away from the Huskies if they want to extend the set. Now it's Ainsley Wolstenholme now in the match for the Huskies to take the serve. It's sent out to the near side. Wallace just able to sneak it over. They meet at the net, and Ferguson able to put it away as she just sends it down low, straight to the court. That's 1 set point now survived for the Trojans. 3 more to go if they want to extend the set. Corkery with a great serve that eats up Stokes. And that's going to be an ace. And another timeout called by Coach Nickel of the Huskies, as the Trojans have done an amazing job to come back all the way to get within 2 points. But at 24-22, there is no room for error, as we're going to have the 3rd set point opportunity coming up for the Keyano Huskies here outside of the timeout. Of course, the insertion of Grace Florence into the lineup for the Trojans, I believe, can only be a good thing for this team, as she leads the team with 85 assists on the year. It feels like everything offensively has rolled through Florence, who did a great job in those 2 games against Medicine Hat when Alia Falcone was not available. Corkery now with the serve. She gets it down low. Scramble, but they cannot keep it alive, as Jansen did not react to that one in time. And that is now 3 set points saved. 1 more to go. 24-23 here for Keyano. Another good serve. And it's knocked over the net, and unable to keep it alive is Sophia Ferguson. And Keyano survives to win the opening set 25-23. And for Keyano in that opening set, they bent but did not break. They let the Trojans trim the lead from 9 down to 1. But at the end of it all, they were able to get that final and most important point to win the last set, 25-23. Take a 1-0 advantage here, heading into the 2nd set. And of course, we have more SAIT Trojans action coming up here tonight at Rally Point, as these 2 great schools are going to do this all over again at 8 o'clock on the men's side. It's going to be the Trojans versus the Huskies at 8 o'clock men's volleyball here on ACAC TV. We've got 2nd set action coming up for you here in just under 1 minute here at Rally Point, which is, of course, the temporary home of the SAIT Trojans men's and women's volleyball team here in 2022-2023. While SAIT's campus center is being renovated and rebuilt from the ground up. Of course, we want to give a big shout out and thank you to the crew here at Rally Point for allowing the SAIT Trojans to call this place home for the next couple of years. It's going to be Rebecca Maxwell getting the 2nd set underway for the Huskies. Well, for this Trojans team, despite losing the opening set, they got to feel a little bit more confident with how they responded. They were able to come back. Falcone goes down the middle. That was English unable to get the put away, but she gets the denial at the net. This time they go the opposite way, and Poland sends it well long. She gets underneath that ball and sails it. Opening point goes the way of the Trojans. Coulter now, the former Western Mustang, gonna send that serve straight into the net. She goes for big power. Francis there looked like she was about to check in and then turn around and headed straight to the sideline once again. Neufeld on the serve. Falcone goes behind her for Arnott, and she's able to get it off the hands for the point. As the Huskies do a good job on defense, but just can't get it inside the lines for the point. English with a nice serve. They go behind the back. Pointe denied at the net. Second chance. Kaminsky off the hands and down. And that is a point for the Huskies, who tie this one up at 2 early on in set number 2. Sophia Jansen now to serve in a team tie for the lead with 8 blocks on the season, as Corkery sends that one well long. She just tried to push it over the net. The Huskies pick up 2 in a row and go up now 3-2. Off the hands, big diving stop there by Kaminsky. Pointe, she's denied and it drops. But the point goes to the Huskies. Find themselves now up 4-2. Friendly bounce off the net. Corkery just gotta hop it over. She was too close to the net and it's gonna sail long. And the Huskies, going on a bit of a run, extend that lead to 5-2 now. That serve from Jansen goes straight into the net, and that's a point for SAIT. We're now once again finding themselves having to play from behind for the second straight set. But they give it right back as Arnett just not able to put enough power on that one, and it just slips right into the net. Trojans stuck 3 here early in the second. Corkery able to get the point there with the nice put away off the hands. Took a bit of a roll off the top of the net, but lands out. And that will be a point for the Trojans. Get back to within 2. Corkery with the serve. Stokes doing a good job to get there. And Haberstock on the other side with another nice defensive play. And then Coulter gets it off the hands and out for another Trojans point, who cut the lead now down to 1. The net presence of the Huskies doing a good job of getting in the lanes, but they're just not able to get those ones back in play. As Kaminsky just gonna have to throw it over for a free ball. Falcone gonna go behind her, and Ferguson gets the finish to tie this one up at 6. Stoke gotta die for it. And Coulter able to just throw it down. The Trojans finding themselves on a run, 4 in a row. And that one's gonna go off the arm of Neufeld, who seemed to slip a little bit on the court. But Corkery's gonna take it. In the 3rd year business admin student, Taryn Corkery on a bit of a heater on serve right now, as the Trojans have won the last 5 straight points. That's another good one. Stokes tries to get there. Keyano giving it everything they could, but they're not able to keep that one alive. And that's gonna be a timeout called by Coach Nickel and the Huskies. Trojans not waiting so long here in this second set to find their confidence and to really start playing their game. We're going down 6-3. It started to feel like it might be more of the same for this Trojan side, but they've won the last 6 in a row. They now find themselves playing with a lot of confidence. And it just feels like we are in for a very, very tight contest here tonight. I do expect this one to go at least 4 sets tonight, as these teams are finding themselves very, very evenly matched. And this Huskies team, who leads the AC in blocks per set with over 2.33 blocks per set to be exact for the Huskies, have just been unable to get those defensive points. Corkery just sails that one long. Bartol gonna check back in for Haberstock. Now it's gonna be Kaminsky on serve. Lead back down to 2. Falcone gonna go behind her. Ferguson just has to tip it. But that was an easy denial there for Keyano, who have come out of this timeout with a little more energy and now win back-to-back points to cut the lead to 1. Falcone gonna go near side here. Coulter denied, but it lands out and is gonna win the point. Taylor English now checks back in to be a net front presence for the Trojans. But Ferguson completely whiffs on that, as that serve goes right underneath the net. She's gonna get a round of applause there from the Keyano bench. Arnott off the hands, scrambling is Neufeld. She's gonna keep it alive, but they just gotta throw it over. Free chance now. Falcone goes out far side. Scrambling for it is Jamie Ferns and the Huskies, but they're unable to keep that play alive, and the point goes to SAIT, who go back up to a 2-point lead here, 11-9 in the second set. Falcone with the serve. Neufeld. Good stop there by Haberstock. Free ball. They go Neufeld again. This time she puts it away. And Tennille Neufeld continues to have a strong ACAC season with yet another point to her name. They try to chase it down, but they get in each other's way, do the Trojans, and that is about as easy as a point as it's gonna be for Keyano, who now tie up the second set at 11. They go wide for Coulter. She's denied at the net by Neufeld, who gets it done on both sides of the ball. Offense, defense, Tennille Neufeld, showing why she is a rock for this team. This time the timeout is called by Coach Lamont of the Trojans, who now find themselves down 12-11. Hoping that the timeout will work wonders for them, just like it did for Keyano after the last one. This is a game of adjustments, and it is crucial that these teams are able to make those adjustments in these timeouts when their opponents are on these types of runs like they have been in this game. It's going to be Maxwell to serve here, up 1. Falcone, gonna go near side. Arnott, good defense. Stokes. And what a finish there from Jamie Ferns, finding the back corner as she goes cross court to double the Huskies' lead up to 2. Ball nearly hitting the top of the roof. Good scramble there Ferns again. Trojans the other way. And a great finish from Arnott. Newfield only able to just stick her hand out and able to deflect it out of bounds as the Trojans now cut that lead back down to 1. We have another good set on our hands here at Rally Point. Good serve by Coulter. But it's Neufeld. Coulter tries to throw her fist up at it. But that will be a point for the Huskies as these teams go back and forth here in the second. Falcone gonna go back for Arnott. Nicely covered by Ferns. A great dig by Bartol, but it sails over the net and out the back, and that is another point for Keyano, who now find themselves up 3, equaling their largest lead here of the second set. Falcone just has to tip it over. And that is going to be a point. The chair umpire blows the whistle and points the way of the Huskies, who now extend their lead up to 4. Coulter going to come out. Emily Inglis back in the game. The second-year player from Okotoks. Friendly bounce off the net. Trojans, though, Corkery just got to throw it over. Second chance. And it's Ferns. Nice play by Inglis. Second chance, they meet at the net. And English able to throw it down for a point. Great net presence there from the 5'11" Taylor English. Lead back down to 3. Trojans find themselves playing from behind once again. Kaminsky unable to corral that serve, and it's going to drop for another Trojans point. English and the Trojans will take that all day long. But that one, she just mishits a little bit. It hits the net and drops. The Huskies move back up to a 3-point lead as Francis and Wolstenholme both enter the match here for the Huskies. Wolstenholme now to serve. Third-year nursing student. Falcone goes up the middle. Ferguson denied at the net. And it's Amber Francis making an immediate impact coming into the game and getting the denial at the net. Her 9th block of the year. Lead back up to 4. Corkery tried to get it deck down to 3, but it's kept alive. Both teams scrambling here. Ferns just sends it long as she was looking to go cross court to that back corner again, but it sails long, and the lead back down to 3. Arnott to serve. Stokes with the set. Kaminsky doesn't get all of that. Ferguson off the hands and down. Stokes laid out for it, but just out of her reach. Lead now down to 2, 18-16 in the second set. Lauren Huntley entering the match now for the Huskies. They go up the middle. Francis denied, but second chance now. They go for Huntley, who just enters the match and then gets the point as she plays it off the arms and out. 19-16 here in the second. Wallace and Florence once again entering the set late here. Gonna be Ferns to serve. Having to get down low for it is Bartol, but it goes up and over the net and out. And that is a timeout called by Coach Lamott as the Trojans again find themselves in a hole late in the set, down 20-16. Trojans hoping that the additions of the two first-year players, Wallace and Florence, will help light a spark, much like it did in the first set, as they find themselves down 4 here late and at risk of going down 2-0 and dropping their 5th straight in this 2-game homestand. That serve goes straight into the net. And that's a free point for SAIT, who need every point they can get if they want to get back into this one. Corkery to serve. See if she can go on a run like she did in the first set. Denied at the net by Ferguson. Second chance. This time it goes off the hands, but it's kept alive. Great scramble there by SAIT. And a brilliant throw over the net. Trojans expecting the set, not expecting the ball to go over the net into that open space. And that is a lovely worked point by the Huskies. Now find themselves up 4 away from the set. Florence goes for Wallace. She's able to throw it down and just catches the line, according to the line judge. And then SAIT Trojans able to stay in this set, still just down 3 at 21-18. And it is number 18, Ferguson, to serve. Huskies let it go. Reza Stokes able to watch that one the whole time. And a very keen eye there from the libero, letting that one sail out the back to increase the lead to 4 once again. Now it's going to be number 16, Emily Barnett, entering the match for Keyano here as she is going to serve her first action of this match. And that is a miss-hit. That one never had a chance. It goes underneath the net, and that's a Trojans point. Back to 3 points here. Jordan Wallace to serve. As Reza Stokes comes back into the match to receive this serve from Wallace. And once again, the Huskies let it go, and it is the right call as it sails out the back. Huskies now up 4 once again, 2 points away from going up 2-0 in this match. Florence leaves it for Coulter, just a little bit in front of her, and that's gonna bring up set point once again for Keyano, up 24-19. Maxwell to serve. We're gonna see Falcone and Arnott come back in. Wallace and Florence gonna take a seat. Falcone goes behind her. Coulter tips it over, finds the court. A well-worked point by SAIT to survive one set point. But just like in the first set, if they want to keep this one going, they're gonna have to survive multiple set points. But this time they don't, as Coulter sends that one straight into the net. And the Keyano Huskies take the second set 25-20 and find themselves on the brink of going back-to-back here in the South Division. That makes it 5 consecutive sets won by the Huskies, as they have yet to lose on this road trip.
Hey, Robin, how are you?
While for the Trojans, the struggles continue, as it is the complete opposite. 5 consecutive sets lost here at home. They've been close, but they have not been able to finish out any sets, and they keep putting themselves in positions where they find themselves down by multiple points late. Trojans finding themselves at risk of falling to 2-3 now on the season. They're gonna need a big recovery and a bigger comeback if they want to get back into this one and stay above 500 on the year. Of course, we've got more Trojans action for you right now on ACAC TV, as the men's Trojans hockey team are at home at Winsport, as they are hosting the Concordia Thunder, who they defeated last night in Edmonton by a score of 7-3. A dominant performance for that men's hockey team, who are now on a roll with 3 straight victories. Of course, you can check that out also on ACAC TV. And don't forget, we have the second half of this back-to-back coming up tonight, right here at Rally Point, as the Keyano Huskies take on your SAIT Trojans in men's volleyball action here at 8 o'clock at Rally Point. Both teams here hitting the court, ready for third set action. Trojans gonna have to dig deep if they want to get back into this one, no pun intended on the dig. Ferguson with the opening point, and what a finish by Maxwell. Going behind the back, no one saw it coming on the Trojan side, and it drops for the opening point. And Maxwell and the Huskies picking up where they left off in set 2. English just misses the line. And the Huskies up by a pair quickly here in the third set. Florence leaves it for Coulter, goes off the hands. Nice play. Neufeld. Off the hands of Corkery. And the Huskies on fire here to start the third set. Up 3-0 early. Corkery mishits that one, as she did not receive that serve properly, and it goes out of play. And once again, this Trojans team struggling and finding themselves in a huge hole. Still early in this set, but already down 4-0. Great dig by Stokes. Oh, a carry called by the chair. And the Trojans handed their first point of the set. Florence gonna start this set here. Good control. It's Coulter getting off the hands and making it 2 in a row for the Trojans, who cut the lead in half, now down to 4-2. Florence and Coulter have shown that they can have some chemistry together. A miss set there. Jansen didn't see it coming. She's only able to just hit it up into the net. And after a 4-point run to start the set by the Huskies, the Trojans come roaring back with 3 of their own. They go it wide, and it sails well long, and the Trojans come storming back with 4 of their own unanswered. As the kill attempt from Ferns goes well long, and it's 4-4. Florence doing a good job on the serve. They go it wide for Ferns once again. She's denied by Arnott, but it's kept alive. Florence goes out wide for Coulter. Good D. Corkery goes off speed, and everyone on the Huskies lets it go. And it drops between all 6 Husky players, and that is 5 in a row for the Trojans now. Another opportunity for SAIT, but a miss hit there from Florence on the set, and it goes straight out for a point, and we are back to 5-all. And Neufeld hands that point straight back to SAIT as that serve goes right into the net. And it is a 6-5 advantage for SAIT here in the early parts of this third set. Trojans need to win to stay alive. A good serve, but a better dig there from Stokes. Haberstock with a good dig of her own. Free ball now. Neufeld sails that one well long. She mistimes the kill. And that is a free point for SAIT, who now have their largest lead of the set at 7-5. Corkery with the attempt at the denial goes off her hands and out, just unable to get into position on time. And Keyano gets one back. 7-6 here in the third. And what a put away there from Corkery, going cross court, finding the back corner. Brilliantly worked volleyball there from SAIT. Go back up by 2. They're gonna need more of that if they want to get back into this one. English sails her serve long. As again, Keyano showing that great court awareness, letting those serves go out the back. They're gonna meet at the net. Good job by Florence to keep that one alive, but a chance now for the Huskies, which is denied. Corkery, never gonna score with that one. They go the other way. And what a put away there from Huntley, going cross court, putting it into the perfect position. And we're level here at 8. Coulter ducks and lets it go over her head, and it just sails long. Trojans get one back. Up now 9-8 here in the third set. Arnott to serve. Great dig by Haberstock, but it's just got to be sent over. Free ball. Huntley. Good recovery. But the setup just a little bit behind Corkery, who mistimes the jump and hits it into the net. We're tied at 9. Lauren Huntley on serve. Florence just throws it down. Neufeld not expecting that one, and the Trojans go back up by 1. Neufeld tries to go for the finish, but it goes off the net and down as the Trojans' net presence gets in the way. They go wide for Neufeld. Off the hands, kept alive. Coulter just got to go across. Huntley, big dig there by Corkery. And Coulter gets the finish off the hands of Stokes. And Coach Nickel not happy with his team's play right now. He's gonna call timeout. As the Trojans up 3 here in the 3rd set. Trojans team showing a lot of fight, refusing to go away, down 2 sets to none. In this crucial game that, even though it is very early in the season for both these teams, a win would be huge for both of them in the bigger picture of trying to get back into that playoff race. Just like the SAIT's men's volleyball team, who are desperate for a win right now, who are currently sitting at 1-3 on the season and are dead last in the South Division, playing a very good Keyano men's team who sit at 4-1 on the year, 2nd in the North Division. We're gonna have that action coming up for you at 8 o'clock here on ACAC TV. Neufeld goes hard down. And that is better from the Huskies, and Coach Nickel is fired up. Francis goes big power. Trojans let it go. They're gonna get the point and go back up 3 as Taylor English checks back into the match. At the net for the SAIT Trojans, Ferguson to serve. And she mishits another serve. She's gotta be feeling a little frustrated by that as she heads off in favor of Erica Bartol. And Ferguson has really struggled with her serving tonight. Someone who has not struggled with her serving tonight is this one here, Rebecca Maxwell. Trojans got to scramble. Good dig there by Stokes. And a brilliant put away. That is number 6, Lauren Huntley, the 4th-year education student, coming back to her hometown of Calgary and getting a big point there. Florence leaves it for English. She tried to put a little English on it, but couldn't get the points, kept alive. Another chance for SAIT. Arnett, off the hands and down. Jansen looked for the block, but just couldn't get her hand in the proper place, and it goes off her arm and down. Trojans back up 2. They go wide for Ferns. She's denied at the net. 2nd chance. Goes across. Neufeld. Good defense. Arnett tries to go cross court, but sends it wide. As we go again, back and forth here in the 3rd set. Trojans looking to stay alive. Huskies looking to call it a night here early. Coulter with the big finish, and she goes cross court and gets the point. brilliant put away there by the former Western Mustang, Grace Coulter. It's a good serve. Huntley had to get way down low. It gets a chance on the offensive side, and it is gonna drop. No other Trojans were by the net there to recover that one, and it goes off the top of the hands and down. As we're back to a 1-point game. And Wolstenholme back in the match for Keyano. Florence goes down the middle. English just tries to throw it to the back corner, denied by Maxwell. Corkery. Denied, but a mishit by Jamie Ferns sends that one out wide, and the Trojans get a big point. As the Trojans now back up to a 2-point advantage, 16-14, as they look to extend the match to a 4th set. That's not going to do any favors for them as English's serve clips the net and down, and another error on serve. Lead back down to 1. Florence leaves it for Arnett, and she's denied at the net by Amber Francis. The big 6-foot menace at the net, shutting the door on the Trojans and tying this one up at 16. And a great serve there by Ferns, finding the open space, putting Keyano ahead, and Coach Lamont's got to call timeout. Trojans finding themselves losing in this set for the first time since it was 4-3. They're hoping to avoid what has happened in the first 2 sets, which is going behind by multiple points late into the set and putting themselves in a spot where they're not able to recover. Of course, in that opening set, Trojans down by as many as 9 were able to get it back to within 1 at 24-23, but the Huskies able to hang on as they bent but did not break and won the opening set 25-23. And then a late pull away in the second gave them a 25-20 win on the second set. Huskies with the lead can put this one to bed. See if Ferns and the Huskies can keep up this momentum. Ferguson tries to go up and over. Chance the other way, and it's put away by Huntley. And the Huskies really looking to put their foot down here in the third. They're now up by 2. Another good serve there from Ferns, but it's put away cross court by Taryn Corkery, cutting the lead back down to 1, 18-17. Leanne Arnett now, the 4th-year player from Medicine Hat. Huntley goes off the top of the fingers. And the Huskies extend the lead back to 2, 19-17. Coulter leaves it for Corkery, throws it over. Neufeld got to do the same. Chance now for SAIT. Florence goes near side. Corkery fires it home once again. with another beautiful finish from the third-year player, Taryn Corkery. Corkery now to serve. Bit of a scramble there. But it is Neufeld going off the top of the hands once again, as the Trojans net players not able to elevate high enough to get the denials, instead going off the top of their fingers and out. And now it's Hannah Shalemi entering the match for the first time tonight. And she is gonna serve up 2. For the second time tonight, a Huskies player enters the match and immediately serves it straight into the net. Lead back down to 1. It's gonna be Emily Inglis back into the match. She's gonna serve down 1. Maxwell chooses not to set it up and just fires it over the net. Trojans not in the right positions, not prepared. Keyano gets the point. 21-19, Keyano 4 points away from the match. Florence tries to go tricky, denied by Maxwell. Neufeld, good dig by Coulter. Neufeld tries to get the denial, gets her hands in the way, but it goes out of play, and the Trojans able to cut the lead back down to 1, 21-20. We again find ourselves in a tight set here. Neufeld goes up and over. Haberstock nearly gets onto the end of that one, but it drops to the court, and Neufeld going off speed extends the lead back to 2. Trojans running out of time here. And timeout is called. A little uncertain there on if the timeout was called, but either way, both teams gonna head to the bench and come up with a game plan here. SAIT on the verge of going 0-2 on this homestand on back-to-back nights without winning a single set. Well, this Keyano Huskies team has come down to Southern Alberta on a mission. It is gonna be Tennille Neufeld to serve here for the Huskies, up 2. Florence goes behind the back for Coulter. She's denied at the net as the combination of Huntley and Jansen get in the way, extending the lead to 3. Huskies 2 points away from the match. That Huskies bench right now is absolutely howling. Florence goes for English, fires it straight into the net, and that's gonna bring up match point, 24-20 for Keyano. 4 match point opportunities. Florence goes near side. Arnott's denied. Second chance. This time it's Coulter, and she's able to find the court. Maxwell nearly able to get onto the end of that one, but the Trojans survive 1 match point. And just like they've had to do in previous sets, they're gonna have to do it a couple more times. And Coulter sends that one wide, and that is gonna put the nail in the coffin. As this pack of Huskies make their way down here into Calgary and make it a clean sweep against the SAIT Trojans. Taking this one 25-23, 25-20, 25-21. We're gonna send it down now to the PA announcer for the player of the game announcements. Fantastic performance. And for the Trojans, gonna be number 4, Taryn Corkery. She did everything she could to keep the Trojans in this match, but it was just not enough. As the rest of the pack is gonna hound their player of the game, Jamie Ferns, and the Keyano Huskies gonna go back-to-back here on back-to-back nights and are gonna come away with a huge win in straight sets. While for the SAIT Trojans, they dropped to 2-3 now on the season, sitting outside the playoffs. With back-to-back straight set losses, that is an absolute backbreaker for them. They fought hard, but this Keyano team was keyed in, and they're gonna take away the victory. We're gonna be back here at 8 o'clock for men's volleyball action between the Huskies and the Trojans. And we'll see you in just a little bit.